So hello Libra, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be doing the reading for you today. It is a general message, so take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. If it doesn't, don't force it to fit. Okay, for those of you unfamiliar with me in the channel, I have no filter. I use adult language and talk about adult things. So, respectfully, I'm always giving you the opportunity to sign off now, if that is not your thing or you have kids around or just don't appreciate it. Okay? Otherwise, Libra, we are getting into your mid-monthly for October. All right, what is going to be going on for the second half of the month? I've used for you my Mirror of the Soul Tarot, one of my new decks. I'm also using my Oracle of the Mermaids and my Remember deck, Power of Love. Okay, so Libra, this is the second time that this card has come up for you since I've been doing the check-ins. All right, because I did a zodiac check-in not that long ago, and it was all guidance messages, and Libra got the same card. So it has a lot to do with integrity. Now, the cards that I got for you, Libra, we've got the World, the Queen of Discs in the reverse, the Emperor, Guide, and Integrity. Okay, so listen. The numbers on the tower, we have the 21 and the 4, which is 25, which is a 7. The 2, creating balance within the self in order to elicit change, which is the 5. 4, divine miracle and intervention, which is the 7. Okay. The Guide, being card number 38, breaks down to an 11. The 3 is about ascension in order to relieve yourself of karmic loops, infinite karmic loops in self-mastery. Okay, being guided from the heart space, that maybe two different heart spaces, mirror souls, are talking to each other and understanding each other at a very heart level. Okay, very heart level. This is feelings within the selves whispering to each other. Okay, so the universe, right? This is about completion energy. This is the end of a toxic cycle, because you could see the eye is shining really brightly on this serpent, but anywhere that she's actually touching the serpent, it's sparkling. It's starting to sparkle. So the divine feminine energy, the heart space within, is looking at the snake that needed to heal and allowing to bring light into the situation, allowing it to become beautiful, a beautiful part of the lesson, a beautiful part of the learning. All right, this is very fixed energy. The World also has all the different fixed signs on the card. And I'm feeling like everything, it's almost like building your temple, building your legacy, right? Building your legacy moving forward, because these demons are being addressed and they're not being, defeated or removed in some violent way where everything is, it's upheaval and death and all of this terrible energy, negative energy, like you're battling a snake. It's like, okay, the snake is here. This is what that healing process was. This is what I've learned from it. And now I'm going to make it something beautiful instead. I'm going to transmute that energy, right? Instead of trying to destroy it, which is an illusion, it's transmuting it and healing it and making it something more beautiful in order to complete the cycle, right? Move forward and complete the cycle. Now with the Queen of Discs and the Emperor, the Queen of Discs showed up in the reverse, which means quite literally she went from looking away, looking off into the horizon, looking at, what else is out there, because I always feel like crazy 3 of Wands energy when I look at this card, just because of the triple trees all over the background, right? With this winding river, like where else could the road take me? What if I chose something else? What if there was another option out there? But here, she's not looking away from the Emperor. She's actually looking right towards him. She's looking right towards him. Okay. With these energies, from an individual standpoint, the snake could have most definitely have been the headspace, the emperor, the mind, taking complete control and leadership in how something was going to work out, and not addressing the Queen of Discs, which is the heart space that creates abundance, that is generous and plentiful, like the cornucopia of the universe, that all good things come from, was looking at another option and wasn't worried about the loss. You know, she's holding her pentacle, but she's not focused on it. She's like, yeah, I still got what I got, but is there more out there? Almost being stubborn, staying where she was, knowing that possibilities are out there. And in the reverse, I'm feeling as if the Emperor is almost taking her into consideration now, because it's almost like he knows, the mind knows the heart wasn't put on the same throne. Feeling like, you know, Empress worthy, but was being treated like a queen when they're the Empress, you know. And we have the Emperor looking at how this Queen of Discs, this Queen of Coin, of gratitude and abundance, was left in a world upside down. You know, almost like with nowhere to go based on the actions of this energy. And realizing how it's flipped things in the heart space upside down. There might be a release of someone who is ungrateful, right? Taking an Emperor stance on someone who's ungrateful, you know, who's focused on her money, right? Who's holding on to her money, but her eyes are focused elsewhere, you know, because she's been flipped upside down by this Emperor, and the Emperor's like, what do you mean your eyes are elsewhere? You know, and she's just like, well, you left me here upside down. You weren't treating me like an empress. Remember, you gave me this Queen of Discs title, and it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that snake, whatever the snake was, it's bringing beauty to it. So the Emperor, I'm feeling like the Emperor, and he's holding something here that literally almost looked like a bomb, but it's not a bomb. It's a jar or a vessel with the Maltese cross on top. And we have the Christ Lamb here. Christ consciousness, the Lamb. I feel like this Emperor is looking at the mistakes that were made with the Queen, because she's the central issue, the heart space. I think the Emperor is realizing how their snakes created such an illusion around the value of whatever this was in the heart, that the mind devalued the heart in some way, or a person of the heart in some way. The Emperor was devaluing it. And that's a cycle that's closing and coming to completion. All right. Because you do have an ally, you do have someone who is guiding you through the heart space to listen more. Listen more to your intuitive feelings. Listen more to the heart of other people, or your heart, and see how those things sync up and how they're actually mirroring how you want the same things in the core of the heart space. You know, integrity. It says it's about demonstrating the truth and honesty of your soul and manifesting love with your every action. This is knowing that if something that felt taken for granted or was abused in some way, taken advantage of, looking back at it and being like, damn, I really did take advantage of that person, or I did take advantage of that person's love or kindness for my own gain, even if it was in a moment, you know, because I knew I shouldn't have taken it. I knew I shouldn't have taken them for granted. You know, I knew I wasn't ready, or I knew, you know, more steps needed to be taken, and I knew I was going to hurt them if I did it this way, and I did it this way anyway. Right? And it's now coming into the awareness of how their actions affected somebody else on a heart level, including their own. That it went against the integrity of the soul to do something that was more selfish. That was more selfish and not taking into consideration someone else. You know, and in listening to your inner guidance and listening to the heart, your heart space and the heart space of another, you really can find the answer on how to make the old and ugly something new and beautiful. You know, to close a cycle and create legacy with each other. You know, a legacy that's fixed in the stars. You know, destiny's point kind of thing. It's because I feel like this Queen of Discs, because you know, I'm being drawn to the fact that she is looking in this direction, even if she's not looking directly at you. They might be hurt and they might not be connected to you, but their soul, right, their heart and soul, the integrity of their soul is still very much looking at you. Even if their eyes aren't on you, you know, or they're being distracted by what else could be out there. At the end of the day, your heart spaces are both connected, deeply connected, and that's the truth. That's the truth. So whatever this was that was left hurt or discarded or undervalued, someone is recognizing that value and taking actions towards that. And if you're contemplating it and don't know if you should or not with this person, I think that even if they've been disappointed on an integral soul level, they are still very much open to healing, right? To healing and turning the ugly into something beautiful. I just feel like it's going to take a lot of empathy, being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes in order to understand just how much grief or hurt that the heart was caused, or the person, you know, of the heart, that was what they endured. But I think you both are still looking at each other. I think you're both still looking at each other. Okay. I think that this person is not as stubborn as they used to be with the goat in reverse. And I think action in the highest good is most definitely needed on behalf of the Emperor energy here. Okay. So with that said, guys, Libra, I hope it helps you for the rest of October. If you want more from me, all of my information is in the description box below. And until next time, guys, love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye.